In the popular 1978 movie called The Drunken Master, Won Fei-hung, played by Jackie Chan, was mischievous in his ways and not focused on learning. And this gave his father heartache. If he keeps going at this rate, this son of a martial arts schoolmaster might never amount to anything in life if there's no intervention. This made his father seek out the help of his uncle to help straighten him out. Guess what the uncle did to the boy? He taught him self-discipline, and this made a huge difference in his life. Let's be clear about this. We're still working on self-discipline for the most part, and our efforts are hampered by postponement, a lack of seriousness, and self-doubt. It doesn't have to be that way, though. Self-discipline, like everything else, takes time and effort to develop. Not every day will be ideal, but every day will be an opportunity to learn, complete with obstacles and modest victories. And this is what self-discipline is all about. I've compiled a list of things you can do right now to boost your self-control. In this video, you'll learn the hidden attributes that will help you build self-discipline in everything you do, as well as a firm grasp of what self-discipline is and some motivation to get you started. Before diving into some of the ways you can achieve self-discipline, let's look at some of the benefits of being self-disciplined. Self-discipline helps you focus on the things you need to do and makes you achieve them. It will help you avoid distractions and give you focus. Self-discipline is the bedrock of achieving your goals, no matter how long they might take. Going further, self-discipline helps us overcome anxiety. Self-discipline makes us less worried about how to get things done. The fear of not being able to achieve your plans will disappear gradually because once you are disciplined, and once you start getting things done, you will believe more in yourself and have more courage. Also, a healthy lifestyle is easily achieved by being self-disciplined. This means you can follow that routine without struggling. A healthy eating routine can be achieved, which means you will live healthily. Furthermore, self-control can also improve your relationships. According to Psychology Today, the capacity for self-control is a capability for sympathetic perspective-taking, the ability to step outside one's point of view. By taking this step of self-discipline, we may overcome our natural defensive reflexes and embrace more constructive behaviors that lead to stronger, happier relationships. Do you bounce back swiftly from adversity, or do you remain stuck in that pitiful state? Self-control is a predictor of resilience. The more robust you are, you appear to have more control over your desires and delayed satisfaction. Here are the life hacks you need to achieve self-discipline. 1. Identify your strengths and weaknesses. It's critical to recognize that we all have weaknesses. Whether it's a desire to drink, smoke, develop a terrible eating habit, become addicted to social media, or play the video game Fortnite, they all have the same effect on us. Weaknesses don't always show up in areas where we are lacking in self-control. We all have our strong suits and areas where we fall short. To achieve self-discipline, we must first recognize them. Knowing your strengths and limitations allows you to determine what you excel at and what you struggle with. You'll be aware of items that waste your time and aren't necessary. You will learn how to overcome them and develop self-discipline as a result of this. 2. Do away with temptations. One of the major reasons why you need to know your weaknesses is to do away with them. If you know watching TV is your weakness that affects your productivity, maybe it's time you give out your TV to a friend or neighbor. For now, till you master the art of self-discipline. One of the holy books says you should run away from all appearances of evil. And I tell you that all your weaknesses are evil. Do away with them. Cut away anything you know that draws you to that thing if you are finding it difficult to escape. You have to understand that they are your weaknesses and run away from them, or else they will be a distraction, and they can affect your present goals. 3. Set clear and precise goals. Like any other goal, you need a clear notion of what you want to accomplish if you want to improve your self-discipline. You must also know what victory entails for you. After all, it's simple to get lost or diverted if you don't know where you're headed. Always keep your objectives in mind. Documenting your objectives forces you to consider what you want to accomplish, how you'll get there, and what steps you'll have to take. Identify and begin writing down your goals before you set out to become the better version of yourself, whether in a company or your private life. For instance, if you want to lose some weight and you meet an expert, he might recommend going jogging for 3 months to lose 5 pounds. You already know that losing 10 pounds will require nothing less than 6 months. Setting a goal to run every morning for the next 6 months and writing it down are steps to achieving it. 4. Daily diligence. It will be impossible for anyone to move from not being disciplined to being disciplined all at once. It takes visualizing the possible goals that you have written down. See the possibility that the goals are achievable while affirming them over and over in your head till you are convinced that what is in your head is real. When you do, start slowly by taking it one day at a time. Don't force it by going all the way out, but start little by little. If you force yourself to do more than you can handle at once, you will break down. If you are trying to lose weight, like the example I used earlier, don't start the daily run on the first day. You can start by doing 10 minutes or 5 minutes of running. When you are sure you have mastered the 10 minutes, you can start increasing the minutes as the day progresses. 5. Practice failing and starting over. In the words of Charles F. Glassman, self-discipline is often disguised as short-term pain, which often leads to long-term gains. The mistake many of us make is the need and want for short-term gains, immediate gratification, which often leads to long-term pain. One thing I can assure you of regarding the quest to be disciplined is that you are a failure, and you need to keep enduring the immediate discomfort till you achieve it. If you are learning to be disciplined, then you should not be afraid of failure. Have the determination to keep going no matter how many times you fail. Failure is not the end if you don't stop trying. Self-discipline is not as easy as it seems. You need a little energy from within, which is why doing away with distractions is needed to keep you focused on the task. 6. Measure your progress. It'll be impossible to tell if you're thriving if you don't know how you'll monitor your progress. If you want to schedule more appointments in the first half of the month, you must first determine how many you need. Next, figure out how many appointments you'll need each week and how long they'll last. Decide what success looks like after you've established the metrics of your goal. Never start a task without first figuring out how far you've gotten. That's why your objectives must adhere to the SMART philosophy. Measurable is represented by the letter M. It will assist you in determining how far you have progressed in your success. 7. Find a mentor. Things you wouldn't discuss with a colleague or your superior could be shared with a mentor. I should pitch the challenge to my mentor rather than my supervisor if I want to avoid wasting time on social media when I should be researching. Mentors typically have more experience, are more familiar with you, and may have already faced the difficulty you are currently facing. They can provide you with the honest evaluation and advice you need to succeed in your current position and career. They'll also make it easier for you to keep track of your progress. You can seek their guidance whenever you need it, and they can also offer words of encouragement. 8. Love and forgive yourself. It's not worth much if you're killing yourself to achieve self-discipline. Most people work overtime, and they think if they bury themselves in work they are being diligent, but they're missing the point of being self-disciplined. Self-discipline includes taking care of oneself. Breaks during the day, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, and positive relationships are what keep the world and us turning. According to studies, mindful exercises, such as taking a short walk, might increase office productivity. Also, remember to forgive yourself anytime you fail to achieve your goals. You can always try again. Beating yourself up won't bring back what you have failed, but trying again will. The purpose of self-discipline is defeated if it causes any negative effect on you. Self-discipline is meant to make you better, not worse. We have seen people who developed ulcer disease just because they didn't practice healthy self-discipline. Note that self-discipline should add value to your life and not make you sick. To keep yourself sane in this world, you must know how to become mentally strong. Click on the image and see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe.